Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. We've got 8 matchups on this NBA slate today. So go ahead and like and subscribe, guys. Definitely helps out the channel. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. A lot of good deals. Hop in the VIP Discord, guys. That's where you get all my parlays, teasers, everything I'm running. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. 8 matchups. Also, when you guys are done with this, check out the NHL video and vice versa. 8 matchups. I mean, we got a crazy first matchup here. We got the Charlotte Hornets versus the Detroit Pistons. Pistons opening up as a 3.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 232.5. Hornets coming into this matchup 10-31. The Pistons 4-39. Head-to-head, Charlotte 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. You know, we saw Charlotte just had the trade. They traded Terry Rozier to the Heat for Kyle Lowry and a first-round pick, but I think they're probably going to let Kyle Lowry go, I would imagine. Charlotte coming off a big Minnesota upset win. That was a big win for Charlotte. These teams played once before earlier this season. Detroit did win, but this was like their second game of the year, way before they turned into what they are now. Detroit 1-9 in their last 10, coming off back-to-back Milwaukee losses. Charlotte, though, 16-4 against Detroit, 8-1 on the road against Detroit here. I mean, a horrible-looking matchup. I still just don't trust Detroit. They're a favorite for, God, they have been the favorite pretty much all year. And really, Charlotte hasn't either, except for the Spurs win when they were a favorite. Yeah, I just can't trust any team that's a favorite in this matchup here. Maybe Detroit gets the win. I don't know. But even without Rozier, I still think Hornets can win and cover on the road. Give me a shot with Charlotte plus 3.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Washington Wizards. Minnesota opening up as an 11-point road favorite with the over-under at 229.5. Minnesota coming into this matchup 30-13. The Wizards 7-35. Head-to-head, Washington is 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings, 9-1 covering the spread. They've somehow been very good against Minnesota. Minnesota on a 2-game losing streak, coming off that horrible loss against Charlotte, where Towns put up like 60 points and they lost. Just a train wreck of a game there. Washington 1-9 in their last 10. I mean, it's been brutal for the Wizards. Minnesota 0-7 against Washington. 0-7 covering against Washington. Yeah, the numbers do not look good for Minnesota here. They look absolutely horrible. Doesn't give me too much confidence. Have not been able to beat Washington or cover. Coming off back-to-back tough losses here. Double-digit favorites too. I think I'm going to take a shot with the Wizards plus 11 at home. I don't love it, but I don't know. I just don't trust Minnesota this game. Looking at the numbers and the way they've sold the last 2 games, yeah, give me Washington plus 11. Next matchup, we got the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Miami Heat. Heat opening up as a 9.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 212.5. Memphis coming into this matchup 16-27. The Heat 24-19. Head-to-head, Miami is 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Memphis coming off a big Toronto win. Miami on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a bad Magic loss. Miami 5-2 covering at home. Another spread I'm not in love with. Just a 10-point spread here. I know Heat are coming into this fully healthy, coming off 3 bad games, and surely they got to bounce back, especially against Memphis. Memphis, they get Chicago and Minnesota. The Knicks have all been double-digit losses, and the Clippers. Their last 4 losses have just been double-digit losses here. So I think Miami can keep with that trend at home. They're coming into this fully healthy, barring any crazy kind of injuries we don't know about. Give me the Heat minus 9.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks opening up as a 6.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 236.5. Cavs coming into this matchup 26-15. The Bucks 30-13. Head-to-head, Cleveland is 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Tristan Thompson for the Cavs just got suspended for 25 games. Looks like Giannis is probable here. Cleveland, they're hot on an 8-game winning streak right now. One of those wins were against the Bucks, 135-95. I know Giannis wasn't playing that game. Bucks coming off back-to-back Detroit wins. They did just fire their coach. Crazy, but that was the big news yesterday. The Bucks firing their head coach. So I think they just got an interim coach right now. Bucks are 9-1 at home against Cleveland, where they've been good. Last 5 games, though, 0-5 covering the spread, 1-6 covering at home. I'm liking the plus points with the Cavs here. They're hot right now. Some chaos brewing in Milwaukee right now. Coming off 2 games against Detroit where they were double-digit favorites and really snuck out with wins in that game. In both of those games there. And, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Bucks. We're going to see what happens. Cavs are hot, though. Cavs right now are the better team, I think. And, yeah, give me the Cavs plus 6.5 on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Portland Trailblazers versus the Houston Rockets. Houston opening up as a 10.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 222.5. Blazers coming into this matchup 12-31. Houston 20-22. Head-to-head, Portland 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Portland 3-7 in their last 10 games, coming off a tough 2-point OKC loss last night. Houston coming off a Boston loss. It's been a struggle for them. They're 3-7 in their last 10. Portland, surprisingly, 5-0 covering on the road against Houston. 10-3 straight up against Houston. They've been very good against Houston. Houston 1-7 covering the spread. It has not been good for Houston covering the spread here. So it's been a shocker. Portland, they've been able to cover the spread here some of these games, and they've been big double-digit underdogs a lot. And impressive cover yesterday. And Houston, another double-digit spread that I just don't love. And I know Blazers come off a back-to-back. These guys are all young. I don't think it matters. Yeah, Houston just can't cover the spread here. So, not in love with these double-digit spreads today, but I think I'm just going to have to take a shot with the Blazers plus 10.5 on the road. It's a big number. Next matchup, we got the Phoenix Suns versus the Dallas Mavericks. Suns opening up as a 2.5 point road favorite with the over-under at 240.5. Suns coming into this matchup 25-18. Dallas 24-19. Head-to-head, Dallas 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. 8-2 covering the spread. Kyrie looks like he's probable. Luka's questionable. Seth Curry, Exum are questionable. Phoenix, they're hot. They're on a 6-game winning streak right now. They're playing very well. Mavs on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a bad Boston loss. Yeah, if you look at the numbers, Phoenix, they've been good here. Covering the spread, though, has been their problem. 5-14-1 covering the spread. Dallas, 4-1 covering at home against Phoenix. If there's anything I know, the Mavs play very good against the Suns. Like, historically, they play really good games against the Suns on the road and at home. And as long as Luka's playing, I like the Mavs at home here. I mean, they really do play the Suns extremely good. 8-2 covering the spread against the Suns, and 7-3 head-to-head here. Luka's playing. Give me the Mavs plus 2.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder versus San Antonio Spurs. Thunder opening up as an 8-point road favorite with the over-under at 242. Thunder coming into this matchup 30-13. The Spurs 8-35. Head-to-head, OKC 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. OKC on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a Portland win. Spurs 1-5 in their last 6, coming off a Philly loss. We'll see if OKC is going to rest anybody, coming off a back-to-back here. They're 5-0 covering against the Spurs. Spurs 2-15 at home. Yeah, as long as like SGA and everybody's playing for the Thunder, we'll take Thunder -8 in money line on the road. In the last matchup, we got the Atlanta Hawks versus the Golden State Warriors. Warriors opening up as a 6.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 235.5. Hawks coming into this matchup 18-25. The Warriors 18-22. Head-to-head Atlanta 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. No Trae Young in this matchup here for Atlanta. Atlanta on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Sacramento loss. Remember, Golden State, they haven't played since the 15th, so they've been off for, a little over a week. The bad news of their coach passing away, and so that's why they've just missed a couple games here, so they're well rested. And, I think this is a big game for the Warriors. 9-1 at home against Atlanta. The bad news going around their franchise right now with their coach. And, I think they get a huge statement win at home. They're well rested. Give me the Warriors minus 6.5 and money line at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out. Go ahead and check out the NHL video, guys. And be sure to leave a follow and subscribe, guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.